Hi guys, this is Amory coming from empoweringsuccess.com. I just want to go over something that is of vital importance for most people that are trying to blog online. Obviously, you need to come up with topics. Sometimes this is a relatively easy thing to come up with, sometimes not so much, especially if you're doing it day in and day out. Sometimes you get a little burnt, you don't know where to turn to come up with more ideas. In the process of trying to come up with ideas for myself, I found a couple of different resources to give you blog idea generation. So a couple of the ones I found the most useful, I'm going to show you right now. The first one being portent.com. This is really beneficial. Pretty much what you do is you give yourself a subject. So as you can see down here, I have podcasts. And then what you do is you hit your little arrow and it gives you an idea. So for this particular one, 16 freaky reasons podcasts could get you fired. Sounds like a pretty interesting thing, especially if you have another job outside of whatever it is that you're blogging about. Maybe you want to be careful of what you're talking about, that you don't put in incorrect information. The other nice thing about this site is it kind of gives you an idea of why these things are, these particular portions are important. So the 16 freaky reasons, so it says how freaky is too freaky, let's find out, just different variations that you can put onto these different topics and maybe change around what's actually on each of these lines. So in case you don't like 16 freaky reasons, maybe you can't think of 16 freaky reasons, you can say how freaky is too freaky. Or let's find, you can change it up a little bit. It gives you a little bit more option. Another site that I came across that I really liked was HubSpot.com. This one I'm a really huge fan of because you can give it up to 3 different topics and then it will come up with an entire week's worth of topics that you want to work on. You don't have to use all of them. You can continually ask it again and again and again and then make up your own week's worth of topics, but to give you something to work on, really helpful. So let's say blogging is one that we want to use. Maybe making money is another one. And then, I don't know, let's start with that so I can show you that you don't need to put in all 3, you can just do 2. So give me blog topics. And as you can see here, it's coming up with 5 different topics, which is amazing when you're sitting there on a Sunday trying to figure out what am I going to talk about this week. So here, 10 quick tips about blogging. Fantastic. Now, if you didn't know what you wanted to talk about, it's already given you the topic. Now you can do the research and then write your blog. 15 best blogs to follow about making money. 20 myths about blogging. 14 common misconceptions about making money. I mean, with each of these, you can change it. Say you can't come up with 10 quick tips about blogging. Maybe you can only come up with 5. You can list 5, but at least it gives you a direction to work with. The other one that I had found was generatorland.com. So this one, I haven't really played around with too much, but I mean, I'm seeing up here you can create a specific generator, browse generators. So based off of the type of that you're trying to work with. If you're trying to come up with a business name, that's fantastic right there. But if you're looking for blog post idea generator, I think this is the only part that's in there. Like I said, I just kind of found it today and I'm starting to work with it. But what you pretty much do is you come in here and you just hit create. The problem with that is that you kind of don't get very much say in what comes up. You're not giving it a topic, it's just kind of coming up with things on its own. So 10 things I like about placebo, who, what's better than same-sex marriage, can you believe CBS? You see, it's all over the place. So I mean, you could be sitting here clicking indefinitely until you come up with something that makes sense, that maybe you might be able to tweak to make more sense with whatever you're trying to blog about. So these are just 3 different generators that I came across. If you type in blog idea generator, you get a whole bunch of them. These were the ones that I found were the most beneficial. At least the first 2 were really beneficial and really helpful. So I hope that you guys found this interesting and that you found it helpful. If you have any other questions or concerns or something else that you want to learn about, just leave me a message and I'll look it up for you and get back and post a video so that you have some extra information. If you found it interesting, I hope that you can like and share it. Maybe there's somebody else that you know that could use this particular piece of information. But either way, let me know what you think. All right, till the next one. Bye, guys.